Hello and welcome to the digital product community. I'm Jason Norton, and today we're talking about Motion AI. Motion AI is an incredibly cool tool. I found it a couple months ago. And what it does is it helps you plan your tasks and set reminders, and it integrates with your calendars, whether you have one or two or three or four. It integrates with all of your calendars and allows you to help create priorities. So let's take a look at this. I'm pulling up their website here, as you can see. So it's an AI planner. But essentially what you do is you're able to come in here and you're able to create a project or a task. You can set the duration. So if you think this is going to take you 30 minutes or an hour, 40 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the duration is, you're able to put that in. You can then select the importance. And so they have ASAP, high, average, or low importance. Then the priority. Okay, so very similar, but it's a deadline priority. So this is something that has to be done right away, or there's a hard deadline, a soft deadline, no deadline. And then if there is a deadline, you're able to actually select that deadline based off the criteria that you've set. So you can put the deadline in. And what this does is it creates a task and it goes into a Kanban board style list. So let me show you this. So you can essentially set up swim lanes that you have your backlog, you have things that are in review, you have things that are to do, right? So you can create your to-do tasks. And then what's really cool about Motion is once you've integrated your calendar or calendars, it then can auto book you to work on these tasks. It's incredibly helpful, right? Especially if you have very limited control of your calendar. You have a lot of people that book you and you have high priority work that you need to spend some dedicated time on. Motion can automatically book those things. The other cool thing too is, let's say you have a meeting that ends up getting canceled. Motion can actually auto book that high priority task that you have. So I really like that feature. But what's cool about this is you can turn that on or you can turn it off. So your calendar is yours. You can own it, or you can use the AI to help automate booking yourself. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about your calendar and the tasks that you have, right? So here they show that, like, you can set your preferences for your meeting times and things that way. You can align it so that if you don't want back-to-back meetings, you can have things blocked off, and you can set your schedule the way you want to. And what's cool is this is kind of like Calendly, but you can essentially share out links and create templates for when you are available, and then people can auto book meetings on your calendars as well. So that's another cool feature that they have. This also allows you to be agile, to adapt, right? So we all know that things don't always work out, even though we may have booked a time slot on our calendar to be able to work on some dedicated work. Let's say a work fire pops up. So you are able to reschedule the task, and then it even warns you if it's not going to be able to hit the deadline based on when you're trying to reschedule it. So it helps prompt you and give you some direction as far as deadlines and priorities and things that way. So pretty cool feature. It also has a Teams feature. So this is the side of the site where they go through the team management. So a project manager, whatever your role is, you'd be able to come in here and you can create different workspaces and projects for each one of the spaces. And then this integrates with your other team members, right? So you can come in here, you could set a task for, let's say, a designer that they need to work on something. You could set a task for them, set the priority, how long, after talking with the designer, how long they feel it's going to take. You could put that in there. And then you could actually book this to that designer's calendar so that they can work on things as well, but it schedules things for them, which is incredibly cool, incredibly cool. So a lot of cross-team collaboration can happen here. I don't know that this would replace Jira, Asana, ClickUp, some of those others where there's big task management tools where you can detail things out for epics and user stories and run sprints and everything else. Motion, I don't feel like can replace that. So that's a high level overview of Motion. Again, this is purely creating tasks and reminders, setting deadlines to those, and then having a book to your calendar. Super helpful. Let's talk about pricing real quick. So this is billed annually. They're giving you a 44% discount if you do it annually. If you're doing it billed monthly, it is $34 a month for an individual and $20 a month for a team. So I would highly recommend that you do the annual booking up front and pay for a full year. But anyway, that's quick intro to Motion. I hope this helped. Have a wonderful day. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.